Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the frequency in use? The answer is no. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Didn't think so. If there is an emergency, 911, of course, or whatever other numbers you would call, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, best friend. But you can call us here if you need help. Well, somebody will help you. And to be broken in any net, to be broken any time for that kind of an event. For information on this net, you can see us right now on YouTube. You go to YouTube search engine block and put in my call, K4PEW. And it should bring it right up. Or you'll be kicked off of YouTube, one of the two. You can also see us on our regular website, 146415.net, 146415.net. Has some nice information on Simplex there. At least I think it's nice. And also you can, let's see, what's the third thing? Oh, yeah, and groups.io. You can go to groups.io/G, that's a small g, and then /MJSS, Mike, Juliet, Sierra, Sarah. You can get on our mailing list that way. There are now either 153 or 154 members on it at this time. And you're a member of the club whether you like it or not if you sign up for the email address, but not to worry, there's no dues, no rules, at least for attendance, no rules on checking in, no meetings, no that kind of stuff. So it's really it's a nice free-for-all club. We are ARRL, well, they know we're here, let's put it that way. We registered with them. Let's see, tonight is, the net normally meets at 8 p.m. There we go, I guess get back to where I was. The net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday evening. And we conduct the net on, as you can, if you're listening to me and you knew ahead of time, it's 146.415 FM Simplex. Purpose of the net is to have fun. Most, especially new folks who are on it, will hopefully keep a log of who they can hear so they can figure out why they can't hear them, or they can, but they can see them on YouTube, or hear them on YouTube, I should say. You can see them too. You'll be able to see their signal strength as I receive it. But that's one way to do it, and just get to meet new people and find out who people are in the community. Our community has stretched since the almost 6.5 years ago. I thought it was just going to be Mount Juliet, and it turns out it's most of Middle Tennessee, going in 45 to 60 miles in all directions. But it's all fun. It's all good. We have a good time. We have breakfast twice a month, and we have those are breakfast fun, not breakfast meetings. And what else do we do? And we get on the air a lot, so it's a lot of fun. All right, announcements for tonight. I had it on the what do you call it, the live chat here, but we want to do it just a little bit differently today, because I want to take in the short. I did it once before, taking in the for people who are short on time or mobile, who want to jump in and out, and then we'll follow it with first-time check-ins. That way, they're not sitting around wondering what the heck's going on, or if they can even get in. Some first-time check-ins have well, to say the least, crappy stations. Now, they may be able to hear me, but I may not be able to hear them. So that I just want to do it that way, get them out of the way. And usually there's not going to be too many, but there might be some. We just give them an opportunity right up front, and then they can sit back and listen to all the other people checking in who I can hear, if that's what's going on. Also, we're doing the 2-meter net, of course, right now, and we'll be following that up with a 10-meter upper sideband net. I don't think I have any other announcements here. Everything I put out was on the email group about there's a Zoom meeting or series of meetings and upgrading from general to extra. I don't remember when that's coming up, but it's in the email list. Is there any other announcements I need to know about? Got nothing. Is this on? Okay. I don't think I have any announcements. Anyway, this is net number 661. We're starting from the east. I don't know why that doesn't sound right, but I think it is right. Starting from the east. I don't think I have anything more, unless anybody else does. Anybody else, just make sure I want to clear here on what we're going to be starting out with is first-time check-ins first. Doesn't matter whether they are north, south, east, west, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, it doesn't matter. I just want to hear first time. But I want to hear short time first. Please come now. Yes. I mean, is this on? There aren't any short timers?
AM4 TJF, Rick in Ashland City.
All right, Rick, short time business with the family, I take it.
Yes. I should want to try to make the 10-meter though.
All right, very good. I hope you can cut loose for that, but otherwise, as you know, family comes first. Very good. That's Rick in Ashland City. Anybody else short time?
W4EPX.
All right, Eddie, got you in there. You mobile tonight?
No, I'm at home. We're watching a movie.
Ah, very good. We don't want to. Yeah, you're gonna miss part of the movie, and she won't let it. Won't pause it for you, right?
That's right. Thanks for doing that.
All right, Eddie. You can listen to it later, by the way. You can watch it on YouTube. That was Eddie in Gladeville. Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. Anybody else? Short time?
Romeo Victor Quebec. I'm not in the East, but I am on the short time list.
Ah, very good. I hear Brent in there. I heard somebody else. Hold on, what I didn't catch. I'm not certain who's on. Brent, I forget your first part of your call there. I got doubled on.
Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor Quebec.
Yeah, I got the Romeo Victor Quebec part. Very good, Brent. I heard you in there earlier, and I was copying, but I was too busy.
Totally understand, Paul, and hopefully next week I'll be a little more time on my hands.
All right, very good. Haven't heard you in a little while. I don't know how long it is. I don't really keep track that closely, at least not in front of me. I'd have to go back through pages of information. I don't want to keep good records. It's not important.
Totally understand. Well, listen, buddy, have a good night. 73s to everybody.
All right, Brent. That was Brent. He's in Northwest Wilson. Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor Quebec. If you want to look him up, got a nice signal here into my station. Anybody else short on time?
AR4AZ.
I think that was Charles. Did anybody else copy him like Michael?
That was Tim, KAR4AC.
No, I got Tim, but there was somebody else. I did get Tim in there. I just thought I heard Charles right after that. Anyway, you doing all right, Tim?
Yes, sir. Doing okay. How about you?
Oh, man. If I was doing any better, I'd have to triplicate myself. Everything going well for you, though, down there in Murfreesboro?
Yes, sir, it is. It sure is. Oh, I was, my wife said something on your last transmission. Of course, I had to turn away and acknowledge her, and I missed what you last said.
Oh, no, I don't know if I said anything particular. I was just acknowledging you being there and appreciate you guys being there. Well, very good. Good to have Tim in there. That was Tim in the Murfreesboro. Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu with a good signal. Who else is short timer?
84 OEN. November Yankee Bill.
All right, Bill, hold on 1 second. I had one right before you. I think that was Kilo 4 Oscar Echo November.
That's correct. This is Mary over in Bellshire.
Yeah, very good. Is Marty there as well?
He is. 1 moment. I'm right here.
Very good. Let's see if I remember your call correctly. Oh man, I forget what your call is. Dang, it's got a Q in it though.
Okay.
That's it. BQK, correct?
That's correct.
Sounds good. I hope you're doing well, Marty, and I hope you're doing well, Mary.
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah, very good. Well, very good. That was Mary and Marty in Bellshire. Kilo 4 Oscar Echo November and Kilo 4 Bravo Bravo Quebec Kilo. And I think I heard Bill in there. Was that Bill in there from Murfreesboro?
Yes, it was.
All right. That's again, my memory's failing, man. I know it's November Yankee, and it's a 4, and it's I think that's it, isn't it? Whiskey 4 November Yankee.
Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee.
All right, you make me laugh because I should know that by now. You've been checking in for quite a while, but my mind gets a little flustered when there's a number checking. Well, very good, Bill. You doing okay?
Doing just fine. You sound a little noisy to me, but maybe it's just me.
No, you actually have some background fuzz in there that I don't normally hear on your signal too. So I think we got some conditions whacking us here in cold weather or something.
Okay, I'll turn it on back to you, Paul.
Yeah, very good. I was double checking I was on the right power here, but I'm doing fine. All right, well, very good. That was Bill in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee, and that's Kilo Mike. I had it all messed up. Kilo Mike 4. Anyway, who else is got short on time? Please come.
Okay, 4 IDs.
I'm getting okay. I got you in there, Robin. Very good. You doing all right? Pick up your car.
Yeah, got the truck back and making progress on repairing my service monitor. So all good.
Ah, sounds good. Keeping him busy. All right, it's Robin Kilo for India Delta Charlie. There was another station in there, and I could not make it out who it was. Anybody copying that? Because I can't. I can't tell who that is.
I'm hearing nothing.
Yeah, well, I'm hearing something, but I'm not getting who it is. Let's try it one more time. If you have more power, or hold the antenna higher, or I don't know what else to tell you. Or email me. No, I got nothing. I'm sorry about that. We can try a little later, or why don't you email me if you don't mind, k4pew@arrl.net, or if you're on YouTube, you can just go on the what do you call it, the live chat, and just tell us who you are. So I really can't make out who that is. I know you can obviously hear me. Is there any other late chickens? Or not late, but short on time. Looks like we're going to have half the net here short on time.
This is Kilo Mike 4, Bravo November Romeo. LaSalle, just moving to Mount Juliet.
Ah, very good. What was the first name again?
It's LaSalle.
How is that spelled? I know how I went to a school called LaSalle, but I don't think it's spelled the same.
It's spelled the same. Lasale.
Ah, awesome. That's terrific. I don't hear that. I don't think I've ever heard that as a first name, but it's great. Where are you in Mount Juliet, if you don't mind me asking?
I couldn't tell you where. I got off of 40 on the exit where Super America is at, and came back around that way. This is only my second day here.
Oh, very good. Good. Yeah, we got a brand new check-in. His name is LaSalle. He's here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Mike 4 Bravo November Romeo. What kind of antenna are you using, LaSalle?
Diamond. I'm sitting in the car on a 400 XD Yaesu.
Ah, very good. The 400 XD Yaesu, and he's mobile, so you don't have your rig set up in the house, I take it.
Not yet. But I'm an expert on fusion, so keep me around if you need something.
Ah, very good. We do. One of the fellows does a fusion net. I forgot to mention that, actually. That was one of the announcements. We also do a fusion and what do you call it? I'll get my terms straight. DMR, and the one fellow, he's out of Franklin, and he does a DMR, D-Star, and fusion net on Saturday nights at 7:30.
Yeah, thanks for the info.
Well, very good. Appreciate you checking in, LaSalle, and let us know if you need any help getting up a new antenna or whatever at the house.
Roger. This is KM4BNR. Back to you, net control. 7-3.
Very good. That was LaSalle. Kilo Mike 4 Bravo November Romeo, new to the net and new to Mount Juliet area. Oh, new to Tennessee. Well, I'm not sure. He said new to Mount Juliet. Maybe he's from somewhere else in Tennessee. You're not from somewhere else in Tennessee, are you?
No, sir. I'm from North Carolina. Came up here and took a job at the prison.
Oh, excellent. Well, that's the one. You mean the one up in Hartsville?
The one in Nashville.
Oh, very good. Very good. Hope you have a good, well, it's hard to say have a good time there, but I hope it all works out for you well. Works out for you very well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Y'all will be hearing a lot more of me.
Very good. We'd be happy. We have about averaging 35 to 40 check-ins and as high as 47 check-ins here on some nights. So it's we always have a lot of fun, and we welcome everybody who shows up. Who else is late or just short on time or newcomers? How's that? One more time if somebody was saying something. I have full signal strength but zero audio on whoever just gave it. Not a thing. There is absolutely zero audio there. Something's going on with your microphone or something. Same results. Well, do this. Try it on another frequency if you don't mind, and we'll move on. You can come back later if you'd like it, for instance, checking in on a repeater. But somebody's going to have to be there. Wherever you go, they're going to have to hear your audio. So I'm not sure how you're going to do that on your station, but please do that. Any other short on time or first time check-ins?
KM4UGQ, Joe and Mount Juliet.
Hey, how you doing, Joe? Haven't talked to you in a couple of days. You doing all right?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Just trying to stay warm.
Yeah, it is a pretty chilly night tonight. It's supposed to go down in the 20s, isn't
I don't know. If it's down below 60, it's freezing.
it? I know what you're saying. I'm the oddity here. I grew up in a very cold climate, and I tend to like cold weather. I mean, I still get cold. Don't get me wrong, but I can tolerate the cold pretty well. Very good. Are you just a short time in here tonight?
Yeah, I've got to get up early and take care of getting the grandkids off to school.
All right, very good. Good to have you, Joe. Yeah, it's Kilo Mike 4, Uniform Golf, Quebec. And it is Mount Juliet, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so I thought that's what it was. All right, very good. Anybody else short on time or first time checking?
KJ4HQ.
All righty. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing better now. My mic's working. That was me that kept pinging you just a minute ago.
Well, what was it, a mic problem?
Yeah, it's in my my mobile units. Every so often we don't use it enough. Evidently, so the connectors get corroded. I just pull it out, stuck it in a couple times, and now it works evidently.
Well, is it an old rig?
It's an older icon.
Okay, very good. Did I get your call right? Because it doesn't look right. Is it Kilo Golf for Alpha X-Ray Quebec, right?
Kilo Juliet for Alpha X-Ray Quebec.
That's why it looks stupid. I haven't heard from your dad in a while.
No, he got COVID. He wound up in the hospital. It was a rough ride for about 3 weeks. He is now living with us, and so he's there. So he's, I don't know how often he'll be on the radio. I mean, he's just actually started driving again today, so.
Well, I'm glad he sustained through that. What I've heard is a terrible, terrible event if you get it, particularly if he's as old as me or him.
Yeah, he's 76, and he had an ambulance ride from his apartment. It was bad.
Wow. Any lingering effects at this moment? I mean, besides the fact he didn't feel good.
Just he's just got it. He's eating, getting his strength back, things like that. But I mean, he's doing a lot better. I mean, he had residual wise, he's got some coughing from it, and things like that. But it is subsiding. I'm figuring 2 or 3 months, he'll probably be back to 75%.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now that none of it sounds good to me. I mean, even in I'm a couple years younger than your dad, but I just find that I have to work hard even to stay somewhat on an even keel physically. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was Daryl. I don't know if he jumped off or his mic stopped working. I don't know which. That's Kilo Juliet 4 Alpha X-Ray Quebec. He's here in Mount Juliet. And his dad, Dan, was normally here, but I didn't know he was sick, so I wouldn't know him. And I couldn't visit him anyway. So, and I hope everything works out well for your dad and you, Daryl. Who else is short time or new check-in? Still got absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. Didn't work out that time either. All right. Well, let me move on. Let's go ahead and start with round the compass, as they say. We're starting from the east. Please come now, James.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James and Mount Juliet. 4 DTZ.
All right, hold on. I got KO4DT. I got you in there, Johnny. Hold on 1 second. And I had James in there, who jumped right in there, of course, as soon as I said east. You doing all right, James?
Yeah, doing pretty good. About the way the weather is and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just afraid it was going to snow a bunch, and it was going to be all wet ground, and then it was going to go below freezing, and everybody be sliding around tomorrow.
I put my trash cans out this afternoon. It was snowing at the time.
I know. I decided to take the dogs for a 30-minute walk today, and I got soaked.
It was snowing and raining at the same time, I think.
Well, those big flakes would hit me and melt on my hat, on my face, on my pants. I had a heavy leather jacket on, but yeah, I got all kind of wet, and the dogs got all soaked. And yeah, it was all right. I don't care. It's all right. It's only water, but it was cold though. All right, very good. That's James here in Mount Juliet, just a couple of miles from me, up near the library, east of it. Johnny, I heard you in there. You all right?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Just
moving forward, happy as a fiddle.
All righty. Happy as a clam, I thought it was. Or is wound tight like a fiddle.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, very good. That's Johnny. He's in Inglewood, which is just west across the rivers, kind of from what do you call it? The Opryland. Who else is let's see, east? Who's gonna?
K-I-4-S-I-B-K-I-4-S-O-R.
All right, got you in there, Richard, and Stephanie, of course, is there. Everything going well for you?
I'm a wild puppy, but I'm all right. I'm going to give you plenty of sleep tonight, try it again tomorrow. I hope everybody else is doing well and staying healthy. Thank you for what you're doing, Paul. And do we have breakfast this Saturday or no?
No, it would be the 2nd and 4th. What is this coming Saturday? What is the date tomorrow? The date tomorrow, yes, we're going to have an odd one because I think that because tomorrow's what? Not tomorrow, but Saturday is the 27th, 28th, and the 30th. Yeah, there's going to be one. No, there'll be a week from this coming Saturday. That's what it'll be. Because this Saturday is the 30th, and then it'll be a miss. There'll be actually be missing a Saturday, but maybe we'll show up anyway.
Well, I mean, if it's 2nd and 4th, I think this Saturday's the 4th of the month, isn't it?
You're going to make me look now, aren't you? Hold on one second. I don't have a calendar out in front of me, so bear with me one second. Well, the 2nd was the 9th, and the 4th was the 23rd, and so the 30th is the 5th, and the 6th is the 1st. So it's actually the 13th, which makes it, we'll have 2 dead Saturdays in there. We won't know what to do with ourselves.
All right, then. Carry on. Thank you for what you do. K-I-4-S-I-B, back to net.
All right, we'll have a class tomorrow on basic mathematics after learning the calendar functions. Anyway, that was Richard, Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo, and his lovely wife Stephanie, Kilo India 4, Sierra Oscar Romeo. Yeah, we may decide. I'll put out a notice if enough people are interested in having another breakfast. That'd be fine with me. We'll have to check with the XYLs. All righty, and they're both from Lebanon. It's KI4 Sierra Oscar Romeo, if I already said that, and Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east?
N4JAV, Alan and Lebanon.
Hello, Alan. You holding down your part of Lebanon over there?
So far.
Yeah, very good. You get much traffic doing any HF over there?
I've been trying to check in the 10 and 6 meter net, but I just can't hear anybody, and I'm sure it's my antenna, but I've been doing a little horse trading, and I've traded my HF radios in for a 991A, and I'm waiting on it to get here.
Oh, yeah, that's the radio I have, as you probably can see on the web if you haven't seen it. And several people have 991s. Nice radio. It's not necessarily the best, it's not the, I don't know, it's not the Lamborghini radio, but it is a very functional radio that works great for me. It's got 50 watts on 2 meters and 70 centimeters. So that's one of the nice features. And it does direct connect to a computer for digital modes, if that's what you want to do, or for computer control. So it is a neat radio.
Yeah, it's an all mode. That was important to me. And, I do want to try to get into the digital stuff there eventually.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you might. What were you using for 10 meters and 6 meters now?
An 857.
No, I meant for the. Yeah, I've got one of those too. What were you using for the antenna? I'm sorry.
Oh, I got a Yaesu ATAS 120.
Oh, really? It wasn't doing it for you on 6 or 10, huh?
No, that might be where it is. I've got it on a mag mount on a metal roof. It's kind of behind the crest of my roof towards y'all, so I don't know if that makes any difference or not.
Wouldn't seem to. I've had such a good experience with that when I had it on my car, because I have one of those antennas, and I loved it. I mean, for what it was, 40 through 10. Or is it 40 through 6? I forget.
It's actually 10, but it'll go 6. It'll go down there, but it tunes it on my radio anyway.
Yeah, I think I did tune it on 6. That was the first time I made a 6 meter contact years ago, was on that ATAS 120 mobile, that is. All right, very good. Yeah, I'm surprised on that. I'll have to put mine up and see if we can talk to each other.
That'll work. I think me and Robin are going to try and get together on a wire antenna too.
Yeah, very good. Well, several people who, especially on 10 meters, are on verticals. Like I'm on a vertical, and several others are as well. So A 10-meter vertical might be the best bet for local traffic.
Probably is. And like I said, I can just barely hear you. I can hear the guys that are checking over on this end, but I can just barely hear you. I can't hear anybody else.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Well, very good. That was Alan in Lebanon. Crying the blues along with me on that antenna not working properly. Well, not working properly, not being able to hear well on that. It's a mobile. That what we were talking about with the screwdriver antenna that Yaesu sells, the ATAS 120. And it's a great antenna for mobile for 40 through 6. But I'm surprised it didn't work well on a mag mount on a metal. It's a metal roof you put that on, Alan?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't work. Maybe it doesn't like metal roofs, it likes cars.
It could be. I don't know. I figured it worked. It is great. It is great on 40 and 20, but not on 10 and 6.
Wow. All right, very good. That was Alan. November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor, and he's in Lebanon. Who else is east? Nobody else east. Go up to north.
KB4 SFN.
You doing all right there, Tom?
Yeah, I almost missed the east call. Running the Kenwood Test 2000 at 50 watts. Excuse me.
Very good. Well, you know that you can check in anytime, anywhere, if you feel like it, because we don't have rules.
Well, I know that. I try to adhere to all the rules. I'm sorry, I'm hammering 100 watts right now. KB4 SFN, set me 3.
Well, I think, you know what's funny is, I think, which antenna do you use there? Because that 100 watts should peg my meter from your house.
It's just a 2 meter. Don't remember exactly what it is. It's just the antenna. 2 sections screwed together.
Yeah. Love to have you upgrade that, because, man, with 100 watts, you should be able to kill it over here.
Well, it's high enough. Unless I add another story to the house, there it is.
Oh, no, I got you. I just got you. All right, very good. That was Tom. He's in Martha, Tennessee. Kilo Bravo 4, Sierra Foxtrot, November. Who else is north?
KB9 RKK.
Hey, Frank. You're hearing everybody, I'm sure, today.
Yeah, what was it? I think Larry, or one of the Murfreesboro ones that I never hear. Anyway, that guy that you couldn't hear, that was Kilo 04 Lima Foxtrot Lima. I think his name was Eric, and he was in Lebanon.
You said Kilo Foxtrot 4?
Kilo 04 Lima Foxtrot Lima.
Probably KO4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. KO4. Geez, I wrote 2 numbers down. Yeah, KO4 LFL. You're correct.
All right, very good. Yeah, if we can get a hold of him, we need to find out why he can't get into the net. I mean, from Lebanon.
Yeah, it might have been on HT or something. It was really weak, even to me, and it had noise. Anyway, how does this sound? Because I'm having, I don't know, maybe water got in my antenna.
Well, it sounds good. It's I mean, you're 60 over to me, if that gives you any impression.
Okay, yeah, because I'm getting the SWR. It's like 1.3-ish, but I'm getting RF into the computer, and it keeps disconnecting the USB every time I key up.
Huh. Well, it does sound like water, doesn't it?
Yeah, it started after that storm, and then it went away yesterday. Now it's back again. So I'm going to have to reroute everything, but I got ferrites and everything, but it's weird. Oh, well, thanks for doing that, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, the springtime I can take a look at it and see what happens.
All right, that's Frank. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo in Northwest. Well, he's in Northwest Wilson, but he's also Northwest Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Good signal as always, though. Who else is north? Okay, I had a double in there, but Mark, you won. How you doing?
Oh, good. I don't think I ever covered anybody.
It's probably some guy on an HT.
Probably. I guess you saw my opinion on some of those.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about it. No big thing. Yeah, again, HTs are great. They're great. but they're, I got 3 of them that sit here, and I barely use them because there's rarely an opportunity to use them. But they're fun to have, and they have a function. But everything going well for you?
Going well. Yeah, I got it covered full of them. I'm almost as bad as Richard.
Keeping the HT industry busy in China, I take it. No, they're not all Chinese, are they?
No, not really. I think they're mostly Kenwoods and 1 or 2 ICOMs.
Well, I've had that one Kenwood, the TFH 6A, I think for 16 years now, and I've beat it to death. It's all, it's all smoothed out from the, that semi-rough surface they give them, and it still works like a charm.
Yep. They work good and last a long time. That's all they got to do.
Yeah, you're right. I was just checking something here in the log here. But anyway, that was Mark, Kilo Bravo 0 November Oscar, and he is in Northwest Wilson. Who else is, where was it? North.
KA3 CTP.
Kilo 4 Alpha Kilo Zachary in Macon County.
Ah, very good. I got 2 in there, but first came up was Brian. Everything well, Brian? I heard you John with Brent, I think it was earlier before the net.
Oh yeah, everything's going good. We're just listening on that. Adding another number to your chalkboard there.
Yeah, we don't care about stinking numbers. They just keep getting bigger no matter what we do.
Yeah, well, it's just what happens when everybody likes to be here.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's I often think that there are several. I don't know how many will just, if they're scanning or if they know the net's here, they try to hear and see who they do the same thing you guys do who do check in, but they're just, they're using us as a service, so to speak.
Yeah, well, this is it's just fun.
Oh yeah, I think it's fun. I'm not sure. I guess I'd listen to myself. I don't know. I can't stand to watch myself on the YouTube, if that means anything. Anyway, that was Brian. He's in Hendersonville. Excellent signal tonight, by the way. Your audio is very good. In fact, it was good earlier, and it's often, well, sometimes it's bad, and I do think it's conditions from where you are in Hendersonville.
Well, I think the lake level rises.
And the water table goes up. All right, that was Brian. Kilo Alpha 3, Charlie Tango Papa in Hendersonville. And I heard Zachary up in what county was that again?
Oh, by now you know I'm in Macon County. P4AKK.
Yeah, very good, Zachary. Every time I hear Macon, though, I think of Georgia. Isn't it Macon, Georgia? Yeah, Macon.
That is a city in Georgia. Yes, sir.
No, I understand. Very good. You doing all right, though, Zachary?
Everything's good here. Me and the wife have both had the virus and survived it. And for that matter, survived it very easily compared to a lot of people. And we have both already been vaccinated. So hopefully we won't get it again.
Did you say you had the virus before you got vaccinated?
Yes, we had the virus in November, and then late last month, and then 1 week ago today, we got the first and second vaccine shot.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. You would think you'd be protected by having the virus, but I guess they're not sure about that.
All that science knows right now is that if you have the virus, you have what they call natural immunity for about 90 days, they think. But because the vaccine was offered to us as first responders, we went ahead and got the vaccine.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I would understand why you would get the vaccine. And yeah, I think they're not going to know much about this whole this particular virus for a while, just due to they haven't seen this one before.
That is correct.
job is as a firefighter in the local fire department, and then he has a lot of those are on the volunteer rescue squad for the county. So that is how we were able to get this.
Ah, I don't know if you saw the news about Mount Juliet. They're planning on, I guess they're expanding the the EMTs, the emergency ambulances here in the city, and I think that they're hoping to hire a private firm.
The problem with a private firm is there is no local control. In other words, the government signs a contract with the private firm, and then past that, the citizens and the government do not have any control over that other than the contract.
No, I understand. I didn't say it was good or bad. In fact, I kind of think it's bad.
Let me ask you this: do these citizens of Mount Juliet, do they feel underserved by women?
I don't think so. I don't think they do. I mean, from what I've seen and heard, they seem to do a pretty good job.
Well, I hate to see that, and I only say that not because I am a former government EMS worker, but as a citizen, I just hate to see the control of EMS go private. It's very similar to the private prison system.
Well, I would think the same thing. I don't see anybody hiring private policemen, do you?
Large corporations do, but no, not citizens.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Municipalities. You never see them doing that. Anyway, very good, Zachary. I appreciate you checking in, and I'm really glad you guys survived the virus well. It's good to hear that somebody went through it fairly easily. I still am waiting for my second shot on that Moderna thingy. Anyway, that was Kilo 4 Alpha, Kilo in Macon County. His name's Zachary. Who else is north?
Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet November, Yankee, Carlos and Hendersonville.
Hello, Carlos. Your signal sounds good. You copying many people?
Yeah. Actually, I was able to copy Alan in for JAV for the first time. I don't know if he was mobile. I didn't catch that, but I was able to hear him quite well. From before, I wasn't able to hear him at all.
Huh. I don't think he's doing anything differently. I really, he's at his home, but he's pretty sure he's not in his mobile.
Well, that's a plus for me, so I'm happy. Every day that I get to hear somebody else I haven't heard before, I'm pretty excited.
Oh, yeah. No, you're doing great. And you still got the antenna outside where you wanted it, right?
Yes, sir. It's staying there, and nobody's telling me to move it, and I'm not going to move it.
Well, when you see some people skulking around at night, you'll see them.
They'll get a lot more than if they're doing that at the middle of the night around my house.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Might receive some buckshot in places they don't want to pick it out of.
Oh, man.
Hey, go ahead, Richard.
Well, Alan, I was just going to say, I think I had my radio on 50 watts and didn't know it.
Ah, okay. So having it on 50 worked out good.
For Carlos,
Yeah, don't you normally have it there for the net?
I usually have it on 5 or 10.
Yeah, because I don't need it from you. I don't need it. But so that's probably the reason he heard you this time. That's great. Well, at least he knows that you can hear you from that. So it would be surprising for him in Hendersonville, close to the river, the lake, to not hear you in Lebanon.
Yep, I'll let you have it back in for JAV.
All right, very good. That was a correction, or not a correction, but an update from Alan on his power level. Carlos, I'm glad things are going well on that new antenna, and then you're going to get frustrated after a while, and then you get the really good one.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm at a good stopping point right now. I need to save up some more money so I can do more upgrades down the line.
Well, it's like my son said. He was actually my middle son at the time when we were still using checks. I wasn't using a debit card. And he said he wanted something when we were at the store, and I said, "Well, I don't have any money." He goes, "Well, just write a check."
Yeah. My kids too. They're the little ones. They don't have that value yet, but they're gonna learn it eventually, though.
Oh yeah. Anyway, that's Carlos. He's in Hendersonville. Kilo Oscar 4 Juliet November Yankee. Who else is north?
Back.
All right, hold on. We had a double or a triple. The first one was at Whiskey 3 station. Who was that again?
Justin W3JCH.
Ah, very good, Justin. Yeah. You came in first, and there was another couple behind you, I think. Everything going well?
Doing well this evening, just dodging snowflakes and all that good stuff. But not much traffic on my end. Just thank you for doing for the net as usual. This thing's growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, it's gotten crazy. I was going to thinking we're going to have to break up the net. If we get too big, we have to break up the net in A through M and N through Z for Saturdays and Wednesdays. I don't want to do that though.
Hashtag first world problem.
No, it's good. It's not that it just makes more work, so to speak, for me. Don't get me wrong. But that doesn't bother me. What I like about the net is that it's induced a lot of people to get on the air, either with me or with somebody else. I'm thrilled that happens because they get better antennas and then they can talk to as many people or as a lot of more people than they could if they just use their HT or a little mag mount on the roof. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't agree more. You're doing a fine job, and everybody here appreciates it. There's no doubt about that.
Very good. That's Justin. Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel. Tell me, that's Madison, right?
Gallatin.
I get it wrong again. For some reason I get Madison and Gallatin mixed up in my mind about who's where. Anyway, Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel in Gallatin, and that's Justin. There was a KU station. Who is it?
KU4XQ, Tim in Hendersonville.
Ah, very good, Tim. You doing okay?
Man, we're making it. You doing all right?
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't. Aside from just getting older every day, somebody asked me a while ago, a few weeks ago. He said, "Are you really 71 years old?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You don't look it." I go, "Doesn't matter if I look it or not. I'm still 71."
Yeah, that's pretty good then, because man, I'm 54 and I feel like I'm 94. So you're winning.
Yeah, but you know what? Your kind of work is tough on the body.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I need a better job, something. I don't know, bait shop, something like that.
Well, I did when I retired at 60. Not for all this reason, but one of the reasons was because I'm 6'2.5" or so and weigh 270 pounds, fairly physically fit. My work in commercial and industrial buildings, climbing around on roofs, climbing ladders, climbing vertical ladders, it was a lot of stuff. And I actually was having trouble. I knew that I was going to get in more trouble physically if I kept it up.
Oh yeah, man. When I started doing this, I knew at the age of at least 40, I needed to find something else to do, and I tried, but I can't find nothing that they get you in, that groove where you make too much money to quit. So but I don't know. I'm really thinking about going to Walmart and being a greeter.
Yeah, you're definitely not. Well, wait a minute. Wait till they make it $15 an hour.
Yeah, no doubt. Shoot, that's a lot more than I'm making now.
I think I know better than that.
I'm on commission. Man, I brought home $7 one week. It was awful.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, that's right. In fact, I was explaining that to my wife the other day. She said, "Well, what about?" I forget what she said, and I said, "Well, you got to remember that shops, most of the factory stores, all use so to speak, a commissioned out of the book basis for whether it takes 10 minutes or 10 hours, they get paid the same."
Oh yeah, and that was good in the in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s. But now when you're trying to figure out what's wrong with the cruise control radar under warranty, that's not fun at all, man.
No, I don't imagine it is. It's gotten very complex. The whole world's gotten complex. I mean, I got a watch that's more sophisticated than my smartphone.
Oh yeah, man. That's why I drive a truck with there ain't a computer on it anywhere. I love it.
Yeah, I know. I long for those days. I really do. When I knew everything about that car under the hood. Well, not everything, but a lot of it.
Yeah. Those days are pretty much gone away. I have to study every week for new garbage.
Oh, I'm sure of that. It amazes me how sophisticated we've made cars. That's what we don't need. Well, in some ways we need it, but I'd say the only reason we need it is for the engine ignition, fuel controls. That's been working out great for a long time. It's all the other crap they stuck in it.
Oh yes, the bells and whistles and cells and things though. Everybody wants that Bluetooth and heated seats. 73's Paul, appreciate what you do. I'll let you get back at it. Sounds like you got a long list.
Yeah, we got heated teeth and blue seats in my car. Anyway, that was Tim, Kilo Uniform 4 X-Ray Quebec. He's in Hendersonville. By the way, he's an auto mechanic. That's why he's a factory auto mechanic. So we were talking about in case anybody asked or wondering. Who else is north?
Alpha 4 Delta Echo. Daniel, now Juliet.
I know you're not getting your back all out of shape doing what you do, unless you really sit improperly, Daniel.
No, I just lean back in my chair all day and not worry about it.
That's right. That can be a problem though too, isn't it?
Oh, I enjoy it. Just sit here and back at the computer.
Well, I just meant that it's having a lot of sitting still time can be bad for you.
Oh yeah, I get up every hour and wander around.
Yeah, I imagine you do, because I know I was in the same boat. If I had to stay in the office for longer than a day, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I gotta go outside and go out to lunch or do something, because sitting at the desk all day is a killer.
Yeah, I got it pre-set up. I got a clock that says get up and go.
All right, very good. That was Daniel here in Mount Juliet. Who else is? It's off Alpha 4 Delta Echo. Who else is north?
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Juliet X-Ray, Jamie and Bethpage.
All right, Jamie, Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Juliet X-Ray. I got that correct, right?
That's correct. I'm talking to you on the HT with a little mag mount, rooftop antenna from the base of the buttonhole repeater again. Snowy up here.
Is it still snowing now?
It's not coming down, but there's actually snow on the ground and all the trees. It looks actually quite pretty up here. But just even a couple hundred feet down to where my house is, quite a bit different how it appears.
Yeah, you must have got more snow earlier today than we did, because none of it stuck here for more than 30, 40 minutes.
Well, like I say, I'm up a few hundred, at least a couple hundred feet from my house level. So I don't actually know what the elevation is at this repeater site, but it is a pretty good high elevation. So, and like I say, quite a bit different from at the house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that repeater base is probably, I'm going to guess and say it's at 900 feet or so.
I believe that's about right for the mountains the hills in this area. So that's probably about right. But yeah, it's just quite a bit of difference from just a couple hundred feet.
All righty, that's very good. That was Jamie and Bethpage on an HT. For those you couldn't hear him, that's Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Juliet X-Ray is at the base of the. I know there's a DMR repeater, and there's something else up there too, isn't there?
Yeah, they've actually got a few repeaters in addition to the Sumner County emergency communications, but yeah, just a regular FM repeater up there as well.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, Jamie with at the base of the repeater functions there in Bethpage. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Juliet X-Ray. Anybody else north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul North Mount Juliet.
All right, very good, Paul. You've been on the road?
Just to and from the shop in town here, fighting the usual traffic.
Traffic's better than it used to be.
I'm loving it. My 35-minute commute is a lot better than the 50-minute it used to be.
Yeah, I know it. It's I don't know if that may actually, I don't know, when Amazon finally moves in, maybe it'll go back to what we don't like.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, as you know, they're building houses like crazy out here, and that big building and all the other ones are rebuilding. I'm sure that Golden Bear is going to turn into a freeway of its own.
Yeah, did you see that? There was a complaint on here in Mount Juliet on that next door about they wanted to have people show up at, I guess, the county or the city for rezoning this area up by the lake, and because they're building 440 homes on this big empty area. I'm not familiar with it. I've been on the road. I don't recall, but I thought, let me see if I understand this right. You bought into the community there in a development, and now you're upset about a development being built.
Oh yeah, I hear that. I mean, that intersection by us here, Bender's Ferry in 70, is turning into a nightmare coming in and out of there. So I'm hoping when they're done with 109, if they ever finish it, maybe they'll build a bigger intersection on 70 there.
Now this area's got a long way to go for traffic issues, but that's normal on fast-growing areas. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, it happens. Better than dying, I guess. But thanks, Paul. Take care.
All right, very good. Yeah, it's better than Atlanta. All right, that was Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra. Name is Paul, same as mine. It's a good name. Right on. And he's here in Mount Juliet. Anybody else north? Over to the west.
NANUT.
And I heard Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Foxtrot. Hold on, Charles. Did you ever give you know, you need, if you would, Carl, if you either you post or let me post the numbers for that DMR, you know, what the results are on the Saturday night nets.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know or whatever. You can tell me how to do it.
Oh, you can just tell us. You can just put it on. You can either tell me on the net that night, or you can tell me in an email, or whatever way you want to do it. You can send a carrier pigeon. It's all right.
Okay. I'll settle up bird.
Well, the reason I'm even saying that is that people, number one, like the feedback. That's my number one. But it also induces others to get in the net.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. And, I'm hearing Carlos, but apparently he can't hear me.
Carlos, you're not copying Carl?
Last time on the net, I tried to join in. I don't know if I'm not setting it right. I think I had it on simplex instead of double time, and that's why it seemed like my radio wanted to receive the signal, but it was coming in and out. So I think it was a setting issue.
And that was on the DMR?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
And that was on the DMR?
Yeah, it's the only one the only digital mode that I have right now.
Oh, okay, very good. We got to remember, Carlos has the antenna and you don't. Right, Carl?
Yeah, I can hear him good, but not so much other way.
Yeah, very well. It just shows to show you though, it does make a difference when you have a decent, you know, radiator sticking up in the sky like that.
Yeah, I could hear the fellow at the gas station earlier, the newcomer. That's amazing.
I know it is funny. I mean, it really is. You know, that's why when somebody says they're on HT, I'm no longer surprised.
Yeah, right.
All right, very good. That's Carl. He's the guy who does the nets on Saturday night at 7:30, which I failed to mention, with the DMR, D-Star, and Yaesu C4 FM fusion radio. So 3 different nets combined at 7:30 p.m. every Saturday night. And you can point your beams and your HTs toward Franklin. His name is Carl. November 8, November Uniform Tango. And Charles, you still in there?
Oh, I woke back up. Now I see why you say anybody that can't stay around for a while. I don't know, it seems like to be west, that's last every time, but you're all right. Our place is pretty big on the way home from work.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you driving for that company? Is that what you're doing now?
No, I work in a warehouse with having a hard time breathing.
Oh boy. Remember, see the doctor. You know where to go.
Yeah, at least I'm working there.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. That was Charles. Are you over you're at home tonight?
Yes, I'm on that outside antenna, 5 by 8.
Yeah, very good. 5 watts outside antenna up in the Jolton, Ashland City area. That's Charles. Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Foxtrot. 5 watts from there is pretty good. Who else is north?
W9BOQ.
All righty. We got Dennis in there from Castellan Springs. I'm sure you're copying everybody.
Except for the 5 water, but I think I did Saturday.
Yeah, 5 watts isn't much from Beth, from over there in what do you call it, Jolton.
Well, anyway, I forgot about the net until 2 minutes ago, so I almost missed the north. And now, believe it or not, my wife and I are first eating supper, so I got to go in the house. We bought an air fryer, and Amazon didn't deliver it until about a half hour ago. So we're trying it out. She's making hamburgers and French fries in our new air fryer.
Cool. Let me know how it works out.
Hey, do you have one?
No, that's why I'm asking. Let me know how it works out.
They are,
you know, they're just a convection oven, but like a convection oven on steroids. They blast hot air. But anyway, I got to go in the house. Are you guys doing 2 meters and all? What are you doing tonight?
Tonight's the 10-meter net right afterwards, in probably about 10 minutes.
I wish I could stay out here, but I can't. Well, if anybody hangs on that frequency, I'm going to be out here in about an hour. I'd like to try it. So what's the frequency again?
28.415, upper sideband.
I might be back here later, about an hour. W9 BOQ.
All right, I'll leave the light on for you. That was Dennis, Whiskey 9 Bravo, Oscar, Quebec, and he's in Castellian Springs. Was there another station in it? North?
So Oscar 4, Delta Foxtrot Alpha, John and Hermitage.
All right, I got John and Hermitage, Kilo, Oscar 4, Delta Foxtrot Alpha. You got snow there in Hermitage as well, did you not?
We got a little bit. It was fluffy for a little bit, and then it kind of turned into icy rain, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, those are those big flakes. I like, you know, they almost look like they splat when they hit the concrete.
Yeah, dog loved it.
Yeah, my two dogs did not. I took them out for a. You may have heard me. I took them out for a walk today, and they were a little confused by all the snow.
Yeah, we did the park early, and then most of the afternoon I've been setting up my radio for doing some FT8 stuff, and actually made my first contact today, a couple thousand miles away.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, FT8's a good mode. All of those digital modes are good for low wattage and long traffic. You know, long distance travel.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I was messing around most of the day.
If you look on my QRZ page, you'll see that I've got something like 20. I forget how much it is. 20,000 or 21,000 lookups. You know, the vast majority of those I had on. I was doing 4 or 5 hours of digital every day. You know, at night.
It sucks you in. I blew the whole day right past, but I did find that when I turned my amplifier on, there was some kind of ground issue, and it caused my USB to drop. So I got to go run some grounding wire tomorrow.
I got you. No, it's a fascinating portion, and it's like I said, when the one mode, I forget which one it was. It might have been FT8. I forget. Isn't that terrible? But when it was so easy. It was JT65, I think it was. It was so easy. When I say easy, had it set up properly, everything was going well. I did 48 or 49 states in 30 days.
Yeah, I might try to something like that. I just logged my first QSO, and then I'm still learning the software. It's still confusing as hell.
Yeah, I know some of it is pretty confusing, and it's just getting it. It's kind of some of it just needs tweaking, and you'll find that to be true. I'd look around to make sure you know how other people are doing it with your particular. Which software are you using?
I was using the WSJT or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about exactly. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, let me run on. John, have good luck with that digital side. That was Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha. I just forgot where you were from.
Hermitage.
There you go. You think I remember something just 3 minutes ago? John's in Hermitage. Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha. Who else is West?
KG4CXE, Chris and Dalton.
Yeah, I think I remember where you're from, Chris.
It's too close to forget.
No. You've been on the net a long time, so it's usually easy to remember, you know, after a while. A couple of years anyway.
Yeah. I heard some new voices tonight. I don't know if it's conditions or what, but sounding good.
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty good to me too. Like I said, we had a good signal, 5 watts out of Jolton, and an HT wherever that was, I forget. Oh yeah, up there in north here, up in the Sumner County, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good participation.
Yeah, so it's good. We're already up to number 34. That's you. That was Chris. Kilo Golf 4 Shirley. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Alpha. He is in Donaldson. At least he says he is. I've never seen him. Who else is West?
KM4YRS, Mike and Belchire.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick up some slack here for me. We're getting busy. How you doing there, Mike?
Good.
Very good. Anything to add to the net? I noticed Rick was in and out with some family issues.
He's having fun with that grandson of his, and he's a cutie, I'll tell you that.
Who, Rick or the grandson?
The grandson. Rick's not so cute.
I didn't want to say anything about that.
Roger that.
Anyway, that's Michael in Belshire. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Good signal. Rick's his brother, by the way, the one who lives over in Ashland City, who's really, the two of them have helped each other get to make great strides in both 10 meters, 6 meters, and 2 meters. So they're doing a good job. Who else is West?
AG4 ILD, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, Jack. Yeah, you're going to be killer on 10 meters tonight, right?
I'm ready.
All right, let me move on then, Jack. There was Jack. He's in Donaldson as well. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is West? KO4K. Which one is that?
Kilo X-ray Tango, Juliet and Herman.
Ah, there we go. Kilo X-ray Tango. How you doing, Joey?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm trying out a new antenna I built myself out of 12-gauge wire and a SO239. Doing pretty good.
Well, it's got a nice signal to it. You can see if you say it on the net here, it's 30 over or so, but your audio is lower than I would expect it to be.
All right, that'll be something I have to work on, I guess. Yeah, I noticed last time I was about 3 or 5, so it seems like I'm doing a lot better than I was anyway.
No, yeah, you're doing fine on the signal strength, but if the audio is just a little weak, I'm guessing is there a gain issue on your radio that you can handle?
That I don't know. I'm pretty new at this still, so I'll have to play with it and figure it out.
Yeah, look on the manual, and I can probably help you, at least point you in the right direction. I don't know which radio you have.
I got the FT3DR.
Nope, don't know that one at all. But I'm sure you must have you do have the manual for it, right?
I got all 7 manuals for it.
Wow, 7.
Yeah, they put one in the box, and there's about 6 of them that you can download online.
Oh wow. Well, there is going to be something in there about gain, audio gain, and that's where you want to look first and just see how it works out.
All right, thanks. I'll check that out.
Yep. Okay, that's very good. That's Joey here in Hermitage. Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo X-ray Tango. I'm just figuring out some audio problems. Who else is West? Nobody else south? Please come down.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, Greg and Antioch.
Hello, Greg. Appreciate you hanging in there so long.
No problem. Just remind everybody about the 1200 megahertz moon bounce and net tonight at 4 a.m. Hope everybody's there.
Okay, and that's you said that's the 1290?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I was gonna say, okay, I'll announce it if you wanted me to, but I was gonna say I don't think you're getting many takers.
No, just funny.
That would be pretty funny though if you said that and you had pump punch. I didn't see no stinking net on that frequency.
But just the thought of moon bounce net is enough.
I think so. It's as bad as the new contest I'm going to come up with, a national contest. And how they have worked all states, worked all zones, worked all counties, those but nets, right? Not nets, but contests.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to have one. We'd have it individually, and there'd be awards, but it would be worked all Kenwoods, worked all ICOMs, worked all Yasus, that kind of stuff.
There we go. You can keep track of that.
And all you have to give is a serial number. That's all you got to get, and you submit the serial numbers, and then ICOM would match it up to say whether they're good or not.
Excellent.
I don't think anybody would do it, though. You know how many radios there are out there?
Well, I've got the FT991A, so put me in.
Ah, very good. Yep, me too. That's a good radio, too. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
The only problem is my fat fingers on that. As soon as you hit the VFO, around, it's in the middle of all them buttons, it knocks it off the memory.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
Oh, no. I'm sure I've heard the same complaint from others. Apparently, this was designed by very midget Japanese people.
Yeah, I've got it's got that friction lock. I've got mine locked down pretty good.
I hadn't thought about it. I should do that because I don't, it's not a big deal to turn the thing if you have to. You're right. I hadn't thought about it. All right. Well, very good. That's Greg and Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else south?
Whiskey 4 Papa, Oscar Papa.
All righty. This is John, is it not?
Yeah, and it's Whiskey 4, not K4. How about that?
Yeah, no, I got it right this. Well, I wrote it down right. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Just had fun today. I found out I can still work on stuff. That's another story. I have let's see, a Gazoo G800S rotor that quit working, and I couldn't figure out what happened. And we finally decided to take all those screws out, my buddy and I, and we looked in there, and there was a little black wire disconnected, and we didn't know where it went. So we went to the schematic, and that schematic for that thing looked like spaghetti. So we found a little solder perp, and we put it there. Hey, it worked. How about that?
Oh yeah, it was good. It's an interesting way to find the problem though, because an unused terminal wouldn't have the solder on.
Yeah, I guess that's it. But it's working. It's starting to beam again. So hallelujah, huh? Very good. And let's see what happened. Mr. Jordan called. Not called me, but he's contacted me, and we are talking. And so I still don't know what's wrong with the other situation, but I'm having a good day. Had a good day today, and I'm staying in where it's warm. How about that?
Yeah, well, most of us are staying inside where it's warm. You're right. It's getting a little too cool. It's got to be, might be close to or below freezing right now. I think the thing says it's 30, 35 at the moment, I think.
We're 34.2 here.
Yeah, it's cold enough. When I went out today, it wouldn't have been too bad, but the snow and the breeze made it difficult.
Yeah, I did put some ground rods in. My buddy said, "Well, we got that rotor fixed. Let's go put some ground rods in." I said, "Would you go put them in? I'm staying inside."
Yeah, I'm with you. Yes, you got one big success of the day. Just leave it alone.
Well, you're ahead, buddy.
Yeah, very good. That's John, and he is in. I think you call that Nashville, don't you?
Yeah, it's Nashville. Let's see. I live on Harding Place, bump up against I-65 in Trousdale. That's where I live.
Yep, Harding Place and I-65 Trousdale. Very good. Whiskey 4, Papa, Oscar, Papa, Pop. At Whiskey 4, Papa, Oscar, Papa, and that's John. Good signal. Good to hear from you, John. Who else is there west or south?
W0GZR, Mark, Nashville.
Oh, man, I was hanging on with bated breath waiting for you to check in, Mark.
Well, I've also got a 991 Alpha.
Man, we need to have a 991 Alpha club or something.
Well, we could have work all 991. Another thing you could do is work all zip codes. Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, I don't know if I have that much. You know, there was a guy I read about 10 years ago in Europe, and he had DXCC on 70 centimeters.
That's not bad.
No, it took him his entire life.
I've known two guys who got everything but North Korea.
Is that right? Yeah, I knew a couple of guys that they weren't there. They were very close to that. Oh, a couple off. But yeah, North Korea, I don't think it's going to send you unless there's somebody there that could do it illegally, but it's going to send you a card.
Well, you can always go over and get it. They could stay there too.
Yeah, I'm not going to North Korea. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They'd be able to smell a patriot from the United States in North Korea on me.
You know, I had a buddy in high school. He and his mom, his father was dead, but he and his mom were so happy because during the Vietnam War, he was deployed to South Korea. And they were relieved that he didn't have to fight. Well, by golly, there was a skirmish on the DMZ, and he was shot dead.
Oh my gosh, that was too bad. How long ago was that?
Back in the early 70s.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was recent. Yeah, that's too bad. It's amazing though. This seems like I'll say an odd way for a fatality, but my gosh, that North Korea is never going to go away as a problem, I don't think, in my lifetime.
Now, I just read a book about that, and nobody knows how to fix it. You know, everybody's got theories. I certainly don't have any ideas, so you just got to put up with them, I guess.
Well, if they had their butt up against China, you could deal with them.
China's afraid of mass migration. If they starve them out or anything, they're all going to end up in China hungry. They don't want to deal with them.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like they're the The proverbial bastard child of the Pacific Rim.
You said it quite well.
All right, very good. That was a little discussion on North Korea. Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo Mark in Nashville. Who else is west or south?
KF4, KF2.
Hey, thanks for hanging in there. Doing all right, Tony?
I'm working very diligently on a class I, for some strange reason, decided to take, and it's kicking my butt right now.
What you trying to finally getting your GED? Is that the deal?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it's one of those FEMA classes, and yeah, it's proving to be a challenge. I'm having to grow a few neurons.
Did that? Which one is it, if you don't mind me asking?
It's IC 120.
Okay, I don't believe I did 120. I don't believe I did, but I found those courses online to be typical government bureaucratese discussions. Man, it was awful.
Well, yeah, and they're serious about you studying this, because when you take the test, and I'll tell you, I've already failed the test twice, and every time you go back to study and you think you've got a grip on it, you go back, it's a different test.
Oh wow, no, I just looked. I've got the 100, the 200, and the 700.
Oh gosh, I've got 300 and COML, and oh gosh, I've probably got about 20 of them.
Well, all those courses, you know what that got me? It's pretty much nothing.
Oh no, it's just for bragging rights. I have no false apprehensions at all.
Well, you know what I mean. Is it overall those courses are helpful to understand the bigger picture, but it's not going to do me any good, because they're not going to be calling on me to be a communicator when FEMA shows up in town.
Yeah, well, that's a different discussion. Probably not for on the air. KF4, KF2.
Yeah, well, the only difference was, just so you clear that up, I was taking those because I was president of a fairly large club that we were the net control for all the healthcare institutions in the west coast of Florida. I can't remember how many they were, but it was 5,000 or 6,000 beds. And so in turn, we felt it was important to get those certifications, which we did. And it does give you a bigger picture of how screwed up the bureaucracy is. And I'm not sure it did me any good, because I already knew the bureaucracy was messed up. But anyway, that was Tony, KF4, KFQ in Smyrna. Anybody else south?
Kilo, Echo 4, Sierra, Yankee, Victor.
Ah, Larry, good to have you in there. Glad you hung in there. You can go to bed now.
Already been there. You woke me up.
All right, very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo, Echo 4, Sierra, Yankee, Victor. Excellent signal as always. Appreciate you hanging in there. Who else is south? Anybody else, any place, anywhere? Please come up.
KO4, KQX.
Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Quebec X-ray, and I forgot your name.
You have not forgot my name, first night on. I am Harold, out in Owensville.
Harold in Nonaville. Very good. Everything going well up there? Well, give me another signal look here. I was just thinking your audio seems a little bit low.
I am actually just a new technician license, picked up about 2.5 weeks ago. Just found y'all talking on that. I thought I'd say hello.
Okay, so this is your first time on the air.
10-4 it is.
Ah, very good. Well, welcome, A, to the hobby, and B, to our net. We're here every Wednesday and Saturday night at 8 p.m., and we have a good time. What kind of radio are you working on right now?
An Icon 5100A.
Ah, very good. You jumped right into a nice radio, did you?
Yeah, if you're going to spend money, you might as well spend all of it.
Well, it is a good idea to get a good one if you can afford it right up front. As long as you're going to be serious about it, you're right. What kind of antenna are you using?
Just straight J-pole.
Okay, that explains some of the audio, because you should be doing great on 50 watts from Nonaville area.
Yep, right now it's actually mounted in my attic right now. Gotta wait till the tower put out back somewhere.
Oh yeah, just even getting that antenna outside would be a big help. And obviously having because the J-pole really doesn't have well, it usually doesn't have any gain, but I'll give it some credit. But putting up even an inexpensive vertical, made by a reasonably good company is going to give you a lot more receive than you've got now.
Yeah, I've been looking at the diamond antennas to put up there.
Well, do this for me. Before you make any judgments, just look and see how much you can afford, because Diamond makes a whole series of antennas in the verticals, and they're all good, but the cheaper, the less expensive ones aren't as good as the more expensive ones. So you need to pick whichever one you can afford.
Yeah, actually looking at the about the G200 is the one I was looking at.
Yeah, very good. I know that the X510 is probably I'm saying I've got the one above that. I've got the best, let's say the most expensive one they make, but the X510 pound for pound is probably the best antenna in the group, because I've seen excellent reports from those X5 tons, and they're about $200 if you can swing it.
Not a problem. I'm good friends with Giga, and I'm happy to hear by tomorrow about what needed to be.
Oh yeah, no, I say that in earnest, because it's awful to, and I've been through the drill. Believe me, I know. You end up spending X amount of money on a cheaper antenna. Let's say a J-pole for the sake of argument. Then I moved up to a small beam that I didn't like, and then I moved to a cheap vertical, and then I bought this antenna. So I went through a lot of time and trouble when I should have just bought the good one to begin with.
Yeah, well, that's where I started out. I thought, okay, we'll start with $40 in this, get it mounted, get the cable up in the attic, and then we can, take it, add another antenna later on.
Well, very good. I think you're not on our mailing list.
No, sir, I am not. In fact, I don't know. I'm not sure if I jumped on. I was just scanning the list.
Aha! Well, my name is Paul. My call is K4PEW, and we do this net. It's the Mount Juliet Simplex Society net. We're here every Wednesday and Saturday nights at 8 p.m.
10-4. I'll be looking forward to joining you.
Yeah, very good. Now, that radio you have, that's a DMR radio. I mean, a D-Star radio, is it not?
It is. That's D-Star, and actually I already created and built a Pi-Star to connect up.
Great. Well, I was going to tell you, there's a D-Star net from Franklin by one of our participants on D-Star at Saturday nights at 7:30. But with an inexpensive antenna, you're not going to get to talk too much over to Franklin.
Not too far, but I've been doing okay. I can sit hit to the Simplexton repeater in Columbia. So.
Yeah, just remember, repeaters and antennas are way up in the air.
Exactly. Well, I'll take a look at the diamond and see if I can go ahead and spend the money and do it right.
Well, don't let me talk you into something you shouldn't be buying, but I'm just saying, get the best one you can afford. Really.
I trust it. That was the reason I went ahead and bought the 5100 radio to start with. Let's find something nice and look fairly decent, to get it going.
Yeah, very good, Harold. That's Harold in Nonaville, Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Quebec X-ray, brand new, so to speak, to the hobby and brand new to our net. Wasn't even sure he jumped into this pile of Simplextons we have here on the air. Very good to have you in there, Harold. Who else is south? Or late chickens, anywhere.
Comment.
Oh, somebody named Comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Frank. Yeah, he should be blasting me, but I had to actually put it on filter 3, which is probably why it sounds funny right now, because it changes the transmit. But because I can barely hear him, and he's basically just north of me.
Yeah, no, I get it. You're right. That's why I was saying it's that. Well, you know my view on the J-pole in the attic.
Well, remember, that's what I had. I had no problem getting out.
No, that's part of the issue. Is there is some restrictions in getting out, obviously, but it's on that receive side it kills you.
Yeah, being inside is awful. Absolutely, inside the attic. Well, look at Carlos, how much better he did, and then he got a better antenna. So yeah, I agree. Get the good one right away.
Well, like I said, I changed my view. I want everybody to have a J-pole in the attic first, so they can realize how dumb it was to do that, and then they put one outside, a good antenna outside, and then they go, "Oh, now I enjoy the hobby."
Yep. You think this? A lot of people started off thinking Paul touched himself.
Well, I do some of that too, but that's irrelevant. All right, very good. Anyway, we're looking for lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers at the moment.
I can hear him in Franklin, by the way, in
Oh, very good. So you could hear him from Nonaville over to Franklin. Cool.
Yeah, it was perfectly clear over here. NADN
Must be a good shot from where he is. That's interesting. Because he's about the same distance from me to you.
Yeah, he was doing good.
Awesome. I guess he'd just do just as well in the digital mode. I hope.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Very good, Carl. Anybody else? Late check-ins, lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers, preppers, SDR donglers. Who else? This would be end time survivalist. Already mentioned the preppers, and there's another group. I forgot who it was. Oh, scanner listeners. I forgot that. They got to email me.
How about hobos?
Well, that would include several that have already checked in.
It's WB4YOB.
It's Whiskey Bravo 4 Yankee Oscar Bravo. Is that correct?
Yankee Lima Victor.
All right. I already messed that one up. I must have dyslexic ears tonight. All right. Whiskey Bravo 4 Yankee Lima Victor. Well, that's hard to say.
Yeah, I used to be active on CW. It's a little difficult to get used to that long call like that on CW. But anyway, yeah, all I'm running right now is a Diamond 7500 Bowwood Jenner sitting on top of my TV stand. So I need to get something better. But I'm getting ready to purchase another ATM radio as soon as I put my money towards that.
Well, you must be pretty close to me.
Yeah, we've talked before. Yeah, I live about, probably 3/4 of a mile east of the Speedway on 109.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, very good. I don't remember. Do you go by Clyde or another name?
Roger.
Yeah, okay, very good, Clyde. Clyde over near the Speedway, Whiskey Bravo 4 Yankee. I can't believe you're operating off the top of a TV set on is it a mag mount?
Yeah, that's all I've got right now. Yeah, it's what I used to run on my car years ago.
I'm telling you, you got like a 60 over signal here to me. And the Speedway is relatively close, but that's a darn good signal for an indoor antenna.
Yeah, it's good. I had a 7900 and I stored it at my shed. One day I went out there and my brother-in-law piled a bunch of junk on top of it and I tore it all to pieces. It was a little better than this one, but this was the one I've got right now.
Well, to me, you're doing fantastic. I don't know how you're doing everywhere else, but it's an awful good signal for indoor on top of the TV antenna.
Yeah, brother. This is an old radio. It's 45 watt. This radio here is about 41 or 2 years old. It was my first synthesized rig.
Oh, wow. Well, it's working out well for it. Well, very good, Clyde. That was Whiskey Bravo 4 Yankee Lima Victor over near the Speedway. Anybody else before we leave and go to 10 meters?
KI4NDN.
Boy, we're saving the best for last, are we, David?
Well, I've been sitting here waiting for a long time, and I was keyed up 4 or 5 times on medium power, and then I boosted it to high power, and then realized I was on a local repeater on the other channel.
Yeah, you're not supposed to admit those things on the Simplex channel.
Well, hey, my excuse is old age, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I've never done anything dumb like that, though, ever.
Well, hey, I certainly appreciate what you do, and I've been hearing a whole lot of stations tonight. I couldn't figure out what was wrong, why I could not get through to you.
All right, very good. That's David. He's in Reedyville. Kilo India for November Delta November. Good signal. And he makes number 1, 2, 3, 44, which is a big number. And any other check-ins before we move on?
Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Sierra Delta, David in Bellevue.
All right, David. Man, you made number 45. We're kicking proverbial butt here.
Yeah, I was actually trying to get in on my 5-watt HT tonight with my GP1 attic antenna and see how that would go.
Well, you weren't the station I kept asking about, was it?
Actually, I don't know. I just had kind of tuned in just a few minutes ago, so I don't know. This is my first check-in for tonight.
Okay, very good. No, I guess I didn't hear you. It would be a little tough, 5 watts with an attic antenna, though.
That's what I figured, but I at least wanted to
give it a try.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you the bragging story. I guess I'll call it that. It's not really a brag, but I took my handheld on 0.05 watts. 0.5? Yeah, 0.05, and put it on this antenna, and I was being copied 15, 20 miles away. If you can believe it. I mean, it was really astounding to me that with a good antenna, it doesn't need a lot of power.
Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. Yeah, that's good.
Of course, it costs a lot of money to get a good antenna. That's the real dilemma. All right, that was David in Bellevue, Kilo Oscar 4 Hotel Sierra Delta, and he's on an indoor antenna in the attic. And doing a good job, though. It's doing real well. Anybody else before we move on? I think we're done. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 45. Unbelievable. It's a big net for us, 45. I think our biggest number ever was 47, but it's not really important that we're counting so much, because it means we got a lot of participation, and there's probably a bunch of people listening who don't actively participate for any reason. They don't like me. They don't want to talk to me. Who knows? That doesn't matter. We're going to move over. Anybody else? Last chance before we move over 10 meters.
I got 46.
Well, you may be right. I'll check my numbers later. Hey, 45, 46, whatever. All right, very good, Michael. 10 meters, that's where we're going. We're going to 28.415. 28.415 will catch you in a moment. K4PW. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for check-ins coming from the east first, if we don't mind. Please come now. Anybody from the east, please come now. Big number there. Number 2, we're going to the north.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
Yeah, awesome big signal there, Frank. That's Frank in Northwest Wilson. Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo. Who else? North? Anybody north?
Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra, Paul, North Mount Juliet.
Very good. We got Paul and Mount Juliet. Not too far from me. Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra. Anybody else north? All right, over to the west, please. Come in.
KM4 YRF, Mike in Belshire.
All righty, Michael. That's Michael in Belshire. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Anybody else west?
KO4 DFA, John in Hermitage.
All right, John Hermitage. Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha. Good signal, by the way. Who else is west?
KG4 CXE, Chris Nadal.
Pound for pound, the best antenna in the whole West.
At least in the Middle-West area.
It's the best indoor antenna in the West. How's that?
I'll take it.
Or the best indoor second floor antenna in the West. All right, that's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, Chris and Donaldson. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, Greg and Antioch.
All righty, Greg, sound good. In Antioch, that's Kilo Delta. Yeah, it's Kilo Delta 4. Scribble there. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor X-Ray. That is correct, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. They start to blend in my brain after a while. That was Greg and Antioch again. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, you sound good, Jack. There's a little warble in there. I don't know if that means it's off frequency or is your microphone. I don't know which.
I think I'm just getting old.
You or the microphone?
Both.
All right. Very good. Check your brain. Check your gain in your head. That's how you fix it.
Okay.
Very good. That's Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor in Donaldson. Who else is west? Down to the south, please. Who else is south? Anybody?
40 GZR, Mark, Nashville.
Yeah, all righty. The crime capital of Middle Tennessee, Nashville, Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo. How you doing, Mark?
Doing all right, but our neighborhood is crime-free, buddy.
Yeah, well, you're still in Nashville. Anyway, that was Mark, Nashville. Whiskey Zero, Golf, Zulu, Romeo. And I joke about that. I don't think that Nashville's any worse than any other major city. In fact, it's less than a lot of other major cities, to be truthful. Who else is west or south? West or south? Anybody? Late check-ins? Anybody? Anybody want to check in twice? No, I just look at it. If we got 8, it's a really low number for us, but I think we drug it out for it's already an hour and a half into tonight. Any other check-ins before I move on?
KV4 SFM.
Ah, very good. Very good, Tom. Everything all right? You got it tuned in right?
Yeah, I did. I had to fumble around a little bit to get the frequency in there. Was on the wrong one. Made it over, so I'm a little late. KV4 SFM, that's good.
All right, very good. That's Tom in Martha. That's near 109 and 40. It's Kilo Bravo 4 Sierra Foxtrot November. Anybody else?
Whiskey Bravo 4, Yankee Lima Victor.
All righty, Whiskey Bravo 4 Yankee Lima Victor. Hey, is this the first time you've been on the 10 meter? I don't remember.
That's the first time. Yeah, I've been yellow bead up here recently.
I'm sorry, say that again. I got distracted for a moment.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know y'all were bead up here until just recently.
Oh, no, that's all right. Don't worry about it. We only have any variation of what? The 2 meter upper sideband, 6 meter upper sideband, 10 meter upper sideband. We also sometimes do 70 centimeters. And then we got the DMR over there in Franklin. So we got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. Well, I see that was Clyde. I didn't remember the name exactly, but I don't know too many Clydes in my lifetime. I only knew a couple. And it's a good name, though. Whiskey Bravo 4, Yankee Lima Victor. We got anybody else? All right, grand total of 10. That was Whiskey Bravo 4, Yankee Lima Victor Clyde. We had Tom, Kilo Bravo 4 Sierra Foxtrot November. Mark, Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo. He's in Wilson, Northwest Wilson. Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor in Donaldson. Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. We've got Chris in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. John in Hermitage, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha. Yeah, I think I had that right. Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Paul, well, the two Pauls, Paul, K4 PEW and KC9 ETS. And that's actually number 11. I got that wrong. It left me out originally. And Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Frank. So that is 11. I was wrong. It's closer to the normal 12 we get. Not that it matters whether it's 12 or 5 or, well, we don't want 100 yet. So, all right. Appreciate everybody, and we'll catch you guys later. And I'll be ate up most of your evening, so we'll catch you later. K4 PEW. Appreciate all the chickens.
There's one more, Paul.
Oh, one more. Go ahead. W4 what? Ah, okay. Very good, John. Yeah. No, you're doing fine. Signal's a little low, but you're doing good. Very good, John. That was Whiskey 4, Papa, Oscar, Papa. Glad you could make it in there, even if it was late. Doesn't matter. No rules here. All right. Thanks, John. K4 PEW. Closing the net.